Dear friends, welcome to weekly view on markets. This week was one more week of consolidation due to confusion over US-Iran peace deals and also Hormuz Channel blockage. Nifty index was down by 0.72%, while broader markets ended with small gains. Q4 result season is coming to the end. Markets will focus on upcoming monetary policy committee meeting. Next week there is a RBI monetary policy committee meeting, and also market will focus on developments on US-Iran peace deal. Crude prices have dropped by more than 10% during this week. Still, Hormuz Channel is not cleared for ship movements. If the channel gets cleared for free movement of ships, it will be a big positive for the markets in the coming week. I have analyzed quarterly 4 results and the impact of quarterly 4 results on the market valuation. This is a very interesting analysis. Please watch the complete video to get valuation insights. Nifty has closed at 23,547. It has lost 171 points. That is 0.72% loss for the week. But there was a lot of volatility during the week. Bank Nifty has closed at 54,239. It has gained 183 points. That is a 0.34% gain. Mid-cap index has closed at 61,723. It has gained 334 points. That is 0.54% gain. Nifty mid-cap index hit all-time high during this week. After that, it has slightly corrected on Friday. Small cap index closed at 18,138. It has gained 182 points. That is 1.02%. India VIX has lost around 9.66%. It is at 16.18. There are equal number of sectors gaining and equal number of sectors losing this week. That is why market was consolidating. Media sector gained 2.46%. PSU banks, energy sectors, metals, auto sector, realty sector all gained between 1 to 2%. Manufacturing, information technology, commodities and defense sector stocks gained between 1 to 2%. Manufacturing, information technology, commodities and defense sectors gained from 0.1 to 1%, and they were consolidating. Healthcare sector, FMCG, oil and gas, public sector companies all lost between 1 to 1.7%. Pharma sector, consumer durables, NBFCs, private banks all lost between 0.2 to 1%. So there were equal number of sectors with small losses and consolidating. There were equal number of sectors gaining and consolidating during this week. The overall picture was that of a consolidation. Now let us look at technical charts. This is the chart of Nifty index. Here we can see Nifty index has got support at around 23,250. The support is shown by this line, and Nifty index has got resistance at around 24,500 to 24,600 shown by this resistance line. So Nifty continues to trade in this band, and when Nifty takes out this resistance at 24,500, then we will see a bigger move in Nifty index. So till such time, it is likely to consolidate in this range of 23,250 and 24,500. This is the chart of Nifty Midcap Index. Nifty Midcap Index hit all-time high at 62,878. After that, it has given correction. It has closed at 61,723. Now, Nifty Midcap Index has support at around 61,200 to 61,300, shown by this support line. Now it is near the support level, and it has to pick up from here. Then we will see further up move in Nifty Midcap Index. If it corrects, then it has got next support at around 60,000 level, shown by this support line. This is the chart of Nifty Small Cap Index. Small Cap Index has support at around 17,500, shown by this support line, and it has got resistance at around 18,750, shown by this resistance line. Nifty Small Cap Index has to take out this resistance of around 18,750. Then we will see further up move. Till such time, it will continue to trade in this band of 17,500 and 18,750. This is the chart of Bank Nifty Index. Bank Nifty Index has got support at around 53,250, shown by this support line, and it has got resistance at around 57,000, shown by this resistance line. If Bank Nifty corrects further, it has got next support at around 51,000 level. And for the Bank Nifty to go up, it has to cross this 57,000 resistance level. Then we will see further up move in Bank Nifty index. Let us look at some of the macroeconomic and market fundamental parameters. RBI foreign exchange reserves is at 681 billion US dollars. It has come down by 8 billion US dollars during this week. Foreign exchange rate is at 95.03 rupees per dollar. After hitting around 96 rupees per dollar, it has come down. Rupee has strengthened. It is at 95.03. Dollar index is at 99.11. Dollar index is quite steady during this week. Brent crude price has corrected by around 10%, and it is at $91.12 per barrel. If the Hormuz channel gets cleared, then we'll see further drop in crude prices. Gold is steady at 1,57,430 for 10 grams 24 carat. FIIs continue to sell. They have sold almost 12,000 crore in one day on Friday, but for the full week they have sold 23,734 crore, whereas DIIs have bought 25,803 crore in equity during this week. DIIs are matching FII selling. That is why we don't see big correction in Indian markets. Next week, RBI Monetary Policy Committee meeting is there, where the interest rates will be reviewed. Considering the present economic situation, where the oil prices have gone up, rupee has depreciated, there is a inflationary trend in the economy due to the higher oil prices. Considering all these things, it is a tough decision for RBI. But the macroeconomic parameters continue to be quite good. So considering all these things, RBI may wait and watch. They may not raise the interest rate, and they may hold the interest rate in the coming MPC meeting. This will be a key driver for the markets in the coming week. There is confusion over US-Iran peace deal. Various media reports keep coming, and then either of the parties keep denying it. So there is confusion on peace deal and Hormuz channel blockage. If Hormuz channel is cleared for free movement of ships, there will be a big positive for the markets in the coming week. Indian markets, despite all these global developments, continue to have a positive undertone, and Nifty is able to sustain about 23,500. Whenever Nifty falls below that, immediate buying is coming, and Nifty is able to sustain. So this shows that there is a positive undertone in the market, and if some good news comes, then markets will go to higher levels. Mutual fund investors should not worry about day-to-day volatility. They should continue their SIPs. They will get benefited in the long term. I have analyzed quarterly four results for different sectors, and also looked at the valuation impact of earnings on the valuation of the markets. It is a quite interesting study that is carried out. So let us look at that. Q4 earning season has just ended by the end of this month. If we look at the overall picture, the revenues have gone up by around 10%. Gross profit, that is the EBITDA margin, has gone up by 8.86%, and net profit has gone by 23.33%. Considering this, the overall Q4 result season has gone well for the markets. So overall earnings have gone up by more than 20%, around 23%. That is quite good. If we look at Nifty 50 companies, their revenue has gone up by 8.48%. Gross profit has gone up by 4%, and net profit is hardly around 2% up. So the Nifty 50 companies have not done well in this quarter. Their earnings are below expectations. Large cap companies, that is top Nifty 100 companies, revenue is up by around 8.47%. Their EBITDA, that is gross margin or gross profit, is up by around 5.36%, and net profit is up by around 27%. That is quite impressive for large cap companies. That means there are 100 large cap companies. If we look at the top 50 Nifty 50 companies, the earnings growth is only around 2%, whereas large cap companies earnings growth is around 27%. That means the companies which are not in Nifty 50 index, they have done far more better in this quarter. If we look at mid cap sector, that is mid cap 100 index, the revenue has gone up by 10.3%. That is quite good, and gross profit has gone up by 12.8%, and net profit has gone up by 13.95%. So mid cap companies have done quite well during this quarter. Small cap companies revenue has gone up by around 12.7%. Their EBITDA margin, that is gross profit, has gone up by around 10%, and net profit is down by 2.96%. That means there is cost pressure in small cap companies due to the rising inflation and fluctuation in rupee against dollar, and also the rising oil prices. These all have seems to have affected the small cap companies more than any other uh, sectors. That is why we see that the net profit of small cap companies has slightly in the negative by around 2.9%. Now let us see, let us look at what is the impact of the earnings on the valuation. We have looked at Q4 earning analysis. Now let us look at the valuation metrics and try to understand what is the impact of the results on the valuation of the sectors and the market. Overall, pre-result P was of overall market was 22.03, and as on today, post-result P is 22.45 for the overall market. And during this time, the overall market has gone up by 6.3%. I have considered 7th April, that is the first week of April, when the results started coming out as the base, and the present valuation as the end of the season, earning season. So market has gone up by 6.3% during this. The market valuation, despite my market going up by 6.3%, valuation more or less has remained at 22.45 from 22.03. So this shows that the earning has taken care, and because of the improvement in earnings per share and the growth in profits, the valuation has remained there only more or less. And on price to book value basis, it was at 3.35. Now it is at 3.57. If we consider Nifty 50, Nifty 50 has gone up by 2.3% during this time, and pre-result valuation was 20.3 P multiple, and post-result it is 20.27. It has slightly gone up, and you see that Nifty has just gone up by only 2.3%, whereas overall market has gone up by 6.3%. But the Nifty valuation still it is at 20.27. So Nifty earnings is below expectation. Since there is no earning growth, so Nifty valuation, even though it looks there only, it is not good, as valuation is always linked to the future earning growth. The earning growth in Nifty companies is hardly 2%. So it is not quite a good scenario for Nifty 50 companies. Their price to book value is 3.16. It has gone to from 3.16 to 3.21. Now, if we look at Nifty mid cap companies, the mid cap index during this period has gone up by almost 13%, and valuation before results was 33.75 P multiple. Now it is 29.76. So this is something fantastic in mid cap index. The index has gone up by 13%. The earnings have brought down P multiple from 33 to 29. That is also around 13 to 14%. The earnings has compensated for the valuation, and if you look at price to book value, that is also at 4.31 versus 4.83 now. So still, because of the earning growth and high profitability of mid cap index, it looks quite attractive even at these levels. As the P even it looks at 29 comparing to 22 that of overall market and 20 of Nifty 50 companies. Mid cap index looks more attractive. The mid cap sector companies look more attractive because of the high earning growth. Small cap companies valuation was 27 P multiple before the result. Now it is at 30.54 after the result. But during this period, the small cap index has gone up by 14.48%. Of course, the earnings was not very good in small cap sector. The overall earning growth was, especially the profit after tax, that is the final profit. Net profit was slightly down. But having said this, there are many companies who have posted good results in small cap sector also. One has to be having a stock specific approach in the small cap sectors. So the valuation has also, if you look at the index has gone up by 14.48%. The valuation also has gone up by around similar around 15%. The valuation is keeping in line with the improvement in earnings in quarter 4. So, but one has to be careful. One has to look for the companies with good earning potential and good growth in profits in small cap sector. On a price to book value basis, before the result, small cap sector was trading at 3.09 price to book value. Now it is 3.52. So the valuation has gone up in line with the earnings. But the overall earnings of mid cap companies is not that good. One has to be very stock specific. So this is what is my analysis. So there are a lot of opportunities in mid cap sector. Earnings growth is quite good. Valuation is has come down after the earning, despite mid cap index going up by 13.04% during the result season. Nifty 50 valuation looks attractive, but there is no earning growth. It is disappointing. Overall market is doing well. So opportunities in mid and small cap sectors. Small cap sector has to be very stock specific, and in mid cap sector we can look for high growth companies. So this was the impact of quarterly 4 results and on different sectors, and the impact of results on valuation. So this is all for this week. If you like my video, please subscribe to my channel. You can refer to your friends. You can ask your questions which I will reply. Thank you.